Hello? I don't even think this works, honestly. Hello. What is up, homies? My name is Felix, and I'm here back again with another video for you all today. And yes, I do have this crappy little lav mic thing here. And no, I'm not going to use it for the whole video because the sound quality is pretty bad, but in my opinion, it's kind of like funny bad, you know? Like good bad. But right now you might be thinking to yourself, what are we doing here in this video today? So I don't know about you guys, but it kind of gets under my skin when I see those videos where people are making a beat from scratch. Because did you really make that beat from scratch? Did you make every single preset that you used to make that beat? Did you make all the drum samples from scratch? Did you code the DAW that you're using? Did you invent music? No, obviously not. So is it really from scratch? No. It's not. So here in this video today, I'm going to be actually making a beat from scratch. I'm going to make all the drum sounds that I use from scratch, and I'm going to make every single melodic sound that I use from scratch as well. So yeah, make sure you guys go check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud down in the description below, along with the playlist of songs I produced, my beat sword, Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out if you'd like to do so. And now, let's make this beat from scratch. So here we are inside FL Studio, and fair warning before we begin here, this beat is not going to be amazing or anything. It's not going to be my best beat ever, making the hardest trap beat ever, or anything like that, but we're just going to see how it goes. So, I'm going to open up Serum, because that's what I use to, you know, do most of my sound designing stuff, because Serum is cool. So we got Serum loaded up here, and I think the first sound that I'm going to make is a kick sound, because that's pretty easy to do, nothing crazy there. So we're just going to open up a noise thingy, go like this with the envelope, and then we're going to make this a sine wave. Alright, so I messed around a little bit with the noise, had the sine wave thing here, put a little filter on it, now we got this. And obviously that right there sounds like a kick. So what we're going to do is just record this into Edison, and then we can just drag this bad boy into here. And now we got our kick sound. Next thing we're gonna do is a little snare, I think. Not too hard, it's kind of the same thing as the kick except for just pitched up a little bit. So I could just use this noise feature here that already kind of sounds like a snare. But I already know that you guys are headed to the comments right now, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna pull up some regular noise. Not my best work here, but I did a little messing around and I was able to get this kind of snare-ish sound. Basically what I did with this is I just took the envelope and made it very plucky, turned on the noise feature, turned on the sub oscillator, and then pitched it down twice. Then I also just put a sine wave here and pitched it down one octave. And then I also just put a little high pass filter on it, but like turned it way down. And then inside the effects tab, I put some tape saturation on this bad boy, but turned the mix down. And then just a little bit of compression, but mostly just used that for the gain feature. And now we have our snare type sound. And then this next one's gonna be super, super easy. It's just a hi-hat. All you need to do is really just take a little noise and then, you know, fade it out really fast and you got yourself a hi-hat. Just turn this off, turn the noise feature on, turn the level up, and then this will take it and go down like that. There you go. Alright, so that pretty much does it for all the drum sounds we're really going to need. Now we got to start working on some of the more melodic sounds. First what I'm going to do is just a simple little keys. This is really easy to do. All you really need to do is just load up a sine wave and then make this little shape right here. And you instantly have some very nice sounding keys. Before we go too much further and get too crazy here, what I do want to do is just set up a little drum pattern. I think we're just going to go with like a 4 to the floor little dance type thing. Pretty fire. I'm just going to throw down some nice moving and grooving little chords. So I don't know if this will be helpful advice to anybody, but the way that I figure out what chords I want to play without having to draw out a circle of fifths and do a bunch of fancy music theory stuff, I basically can just hear each note within a chord. So I know that from this chord, I basically want to go dun, dun. So I'm going to search for that note, that one right there, and then basically build the chord off of that. And this is kind of like building your chords based on a melody in a way. So I know dun, 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 dun. It's kind of how the chords are gonna go. So I'll just search for those notes. And there you go. Have our chord. So if you can do that, that's great, but if you can't, there's also view and then scale highlighting, and then just, you know, click on whatever scale you want to actually play in. That might be a little easier. Alright, so I just finished what is basically the basis of the melody here, and it's gonna sound like this. But obviously it's lacking quite a few things, but definitely some bass. So let's make a little bass sound. So I'm gonna pull up a square wave maybe. Alright, so I made this pretty thick bass sound here. Pretty cool, I think. Basically, the way that I did that is I just took 2 square waves. This one that's kind of pushed over a little bit, and then I pitched both of those down 2 octaves. Added a sub oscillator with a sine wave. I didn't really do anything with the envelope, but I added a low pass filter here, and I turned on like the motto and legato stuff. So yeah, let's make a little bass line. Alright, so it sounds pretty good so far. I'll probably mess with the pitch more later, but for now what I want to do is make a little lead sound, because obviously that's going to sound pretty cool with this. So I'm just going to do like a sawtooth wave, put a filter on it. Alright, so now that we have this, I'm going to just add a little lead melody. Okay, so we got a little lead melody going on here. Sounds like this. Alright, now what I want to do real quick is make a little pad sound. That's pretty easy. Just open up whatever wave you want, put a little filter on it, and then make a sweep with the envelope. Well, my CPU is saying don't do that, but you'll hear it in the final beat, whatever, you know. You get the idea. So maybe I'll make another little plucky sound here or something. Maybe let's do a little square wave that's kind of plucky. Kind of like that, little Legend of Zelda vibe going on there. I'm literally making all these sounds in like 5 seconds, and that's how you know sound design's really not hard. You can make, you know, any just random little sound and use it in your beats. If you want to know how to do that, actually, you can check right here for one of my more recent videos on the basics of sound design. As far as the arrangement, we're just gonna do something pretty simple. I might do one section where I make like some strings or something to add for like a little bridge kind of thing. But other than that, I think this is pretty much good. As far as the mixing goes, if you want to know how to do that, I actually have a tutorial on that as well. Boom, right there, as you might expect. So real quick at the end here for the people who watch the end of the videos, already I appreciate you guys for that, but I just wanted to kind of update you guys about the crazy little situation that was going on a few videos ago that I was telling you guys about. Obviously, still going on because I'm not in the normal setup, obviously. And unfortunately, we have had to move out of that old place that you guys all know and love. It's been really crazy lately trying to move stuff out of that place and get it into a storage facility, and then also trying to find a new place to go as well. It's been very stressful, but we're making it work here. Obviously, still getting content out for you guys. And I know you guys are sad to see the old place go. However, we are going to be moving on to bigger and better things, and we're gonna have a whole new 10 times better setup and everything. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love and support and everything. It really does mean the world to me. So I can't thank you enough for that. I will keep you guys updated kind of with the moving and everything and what's going on my Instagram. If you want to check that out, maybe go ahead. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time.